Hello, my dear students. Very good morning to all. Hope you're all doing good. Today, we are going to see about an important and interesting topic noise pollution. We guys have an impression that noise or excessive sound causes only ear damage or hearing inability. But the fact is, noise pollution is too dangerous because it causes both mental and physical inabilities in animals and human beings. So it is our responsibility to curb noise pollution from the environment, and we should make our environment a pleasant one free from noise. Let us have a detailed insight about noise pollution. It is nothing but the unpleasant, unwanted, unfavorable, disagreeable, excessive sound which is produced as a result of industrial or domestic activities which is harmful to the living organisms like animals and human beings. And we all know that the frequency of sound is expressed in terms of hertz and the loudness of sound is expressed in terms of decibel. Since we are dealing with noise pollution, we are going to utilize the loudness of sound and its unit decibel here. A normal conversation between any two people is in the limit of 60 decibel, which is safer. A sound greater than 85 decibel is highly harmful. So, our Central Pollution Control Board has recommended so many standards for noise level. For example, the permissible noise level in the daytime for industries is actually 75 decibel, whereas in the night time it is 70 decibel. For residential zones, it is 55 decibel in the daytime and 45 decibel in the night time. We must be aware that these limits should not be exceeded. Now you are going to see about the sources or causes of noise pollution. There are two main sources, stationary source and mobile source. Industrial noise and neighborhood noise are the stationary sources, whereas the transport noise is the mobile source. Let us see the industrial noise in detail. Any industry, irrespective of the functions, irrespective of the product they are manufacturing, irrespective of the manpower, they produces noise to certain level. Similarly, individual machineries like IC engines, saws, drills, motors, fans, gears, etc. also producing noise. Demolishing and construction activities produces heavy noise in the working area and it leads to severe damage to the people working there. Next, we are going to see about the neighborhood or domestic noise. It is the excessive sound or noise which is produced as a result of utilization of domestic appliances. The domestic appliances such as loudspeakers, ACs, vacuum cleaners, home theaters, TV, radio, mobile phones, etc. are all producing noises to a certain level. Apart from that, the functions we are organizing, the political meetings, the unwanted gatherings, the unwanted protests, these are all neighborhood or domestic noise. And the third most one is transport noise. Any means of transport, with air, road, or rail, any means of transport creates heavy noise and it affects the people. Like cars, race cars, and diesel engined vehicles. And people living in dense cities are heavily distressed by the automobile noise produced there, and it seriously affects their mental health also. Now we are going to see about the effects of noise pollution in detail. For example, noise pollution affects both health and behavior of a person. As a result, the efficiency of person gets reduced tremendously in work as well as in all activities. And it causes severe muscle contraction which leads to nervous damage. All the internal organs are affected by noise pollution and our blood vessels get contracted when we exposed to heavy noise. As a result, our skin becomes pale and our blood becomes sickle, and excessive secretion of adrenaline also takes place, which causes high BP, and it dilates the pupil of our eye also. And so many problems are created as a result of noise pollution. For example, heart attacks, birth defects, even abortion, and emotional disorders. We all know that ultrasonic sound is used in scanning purpose, and it affects the digestive, respiratory, and cardiovascular systems of our body. And marine organisms are also affected by ultrasonic sounds used in ships, because marine organisms communicate through signals, and their signals are being affected by the signals used in ships and sonars. As a result, they stuck in one particular place, and they will be not able to move and do their actions. We all know that the area nearby airports or people exposed to airplane noise are severely affected, and their brains are getting damaged. A recent research shows that thickening of blood also takes place as a result of excessive noise exposure, and our pupil gets dilated, and it leads to impairment of night vision and color perception, so the inability to distinguish between colors. The next major damages caused is hearing or auditory damages. A permanent or temporary hearing loss may be created as a result of excessive noise in animals as well as in human beings, and the sensitivity to hear something is reduced. Here I have given two pictures. One is the pyramid showing the effects of noise pollution and what are all the things which are severe, and everything is mentioned here. And in another, the cognitive, physical, and behavioral changes in the child due to the exposure of heavy noise. Now we are going to see about the control of noise pollution. We should control it in the source itself. It is the best one. So we should be encouraged to make or design quieter equipments without producing heavy noise. We should design acoustic proof equipments, and heavy vehicles or old vehicles should not be allowed to ply in the roads. So these are all the best control measures to curb noise pollution. Next one is, even though we have noise producing machines, we should keep it in the container which absorbs the noise, or noise barrier should be there, so that the noise path is interrupted and it should not reach the people working there. The next one is, we should make some sound absorbing silencers. So the sound absorbing silencers are made of fibrous materials which actually absorbs the noise and it reduces that. And if you are using some old machines, means the friction will be more, so proper and periodic oiling will reduce the noise from that machineries. And planting shrubs, broadleaf trees, and conifers, dense branched trees will reduce the noise pollution by absorbing the noise. And the preventive measure is ban on blowing of horns near schools and hospitals. So unnecessarily the blowing of horns should be avoided, and utilization of public transport system should be encouraged, so that noise pollution will be reduced to certain level. Thank you so much for watching the video. Hope you have learned the noise pollution in detail, and you can add your own points also. Have a good day. Thank you.